People come into the real estate industry for one reason and one reason only, to make a lot of money. Very quickly, many new real estate agents' hopes get dashed, whether it's they don't want to put in the work, they listen to negativity around them, they have preconceptions that weren't true, all of the above. But so many times, agents come into this business, they leave as fast as they show up. Well, today I am going to give you a blueprint of what it will take for a new agent into real estate to make $100,000 their first year in production. My name is Jonathan B.J. Hayes with The Real Broker. I train real estate agents on how to scale and grow their business by using social media and video content to generate leads, because without leads, you got no business. Today, we are going to dive into this, guys, and give you a good framework if you are a new agent of what it's going to take for you to make $100,000 your first year out the gate. Is it possible? Yes, it is. Is it hard? Yes, it is. But anything worth having takes a lot of work and dedication. And quite frankly, a lot of consistency. So one of the first things I'm going to dive in here, guys, it's all mindset. Everything that goes on starts in your mind. You need to stay focused on yourself and not worry about others. So many times new agents, and not just new agents, but even agents that have been around a long time, they lose focus. They start getting the wandering eye syndrome. They're a brand new agent. Instead of just looking and focusing on themselves, they start looking at what agents who have been in the business 10 years are doing. They start looking at what the agents around them in their training classes are doing. You can't do that. Keep your eye on the prize. All you need to concern with is you and what you're doing. The faster you understand that, the faster you'll begin to achieve your goals and begin to make moves in this real estate industry. The first thing that you need to do once you get your mind right is going to be set clear goals. Yes, we're going to want you to set clear goals so you know where you're going. Without a playbook, you have no clue where you are going. You need to set goals and come up with an action plan. Now, I will say this, I am different than most. When you are making goals, make goals that you believe. I don't think it benefits anybody for them to say in year one, if you don't believe it, if you do believe it, that's fine, that you're going to sell 500 houses your first year. Set goals that you believe you can attain. I believe that once you can see something, you'll go a little further. A mentor told me, go as far as you can see, and when you get there, you'll see much further. So when you make goals that are attainable, once you attain them, you can add on to them. I'm a firm believer in that, guys. So when you make your goals, make them attainable, okay? The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to keep track of those goals. So many times I see people set goals in the very beginning, and then they don't check their goals out until the end of the year, and it's too late and they already missed it. No, you want to set goals so you have check-in points. Hey, every week, did I get done what I was supposed to do? Every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks. I would tell you, you're not going to want to go maximum, absolutely max, no longer than a quarter way in before you address what's going on, so you can figure out, how can I readjust what I'm doing to start to meet my goals? Because if not, you're just going to throw everything out and you'll be back to a day job. And you did not come into real estate to get a day job. Trust me. Guys, you need to work on your fundamentals. So many times I see people come into this business and they want to do everything. They want to work on techniques that experienced agents that have been in the business 5 years still struggle to figure out. They want to tackle. Don't do that. Guys, learn the basics. The basics will make you a lot of money. They may not be pretty, they may not be crazy, but they make you money. Work on things like this. Work on your database. Gather names, put them in a database. That's a simple fundamental that will carry you your whole career. And your database will make you a lot of money. Learn how to put people in, weed people out, how to put people on drip campaigns. That is the most solid skill you can do. Another fundamental that I would explain to you that a lot goes over a lot of people's heads is something as simple as a listing presentation, a basic listing presentation. Now, everybody's had arguments with people where they feel their presentation is the best. I got it from this guy who's a guru. Great, that's wonderful. When you're first starting out, I need you to just have a basic listing presentation and learn it inside and out. Basic listing presentation, learn how to work your database, put people in and out, and also learn how to do some basic follow-up. Those 3 things can take you a long way. Learn the basics and fundamentals and rep them over and over and over every day, and you'll be well on your way to 100K. Study your market. Know it inside and out. So when you get started, find a local area, preferably close to where you live, because it makes it easy, and learn that area. Learn the stores, learn the average size of a house, how much do they cost, the local high school, the local middle school. This will turn you into an actual person who is seen as an expert, not just in real estate, but in life as in general. So if you're an expert in a local area, people will always have you in mind, not just when they need a house. Because let's face it, how often does somebody buy a house? Once every 4 years, maybe, if you're lucky. But if you can give them good recommendations on, hey, there's a local restaurant that has a great lunch special on Tuesdays, little things like that will help you. But learn an area and farm it. Know your state's contract. So when you're in real estate, there's going to be a lot of different things that come up. Many are cookie cutter, but from that little cookie cutter, there's always things that spawn off of it. You must know your state's contract. Like I'm here in Florida, it's called the FAR bar contract. You need to know that FAR bar contract inside and out so you know what you can do and what you can't do. When you know that contract, it not only helps you with your buyers or sellers, but the other thing it does is it helps you in your relationship with other realtors. You'll be shocked. I've met many top agents that all they do is close deals and they have teams that do everything for them that don't really know the state contract, the FAR bar. As a new agent, learn it, because the more you learn it, your peers will begin to respect you. And it's amazing how you begin to see the same faces over and over again. It allows you to build rapport with them also. It'll take you a long way in not only your buyers and sellers, but your peers will see you as a person of knowledge. That helps when it comes to referral deals and things of that nature. Learn your state contract. Attend local real estate events. So this is very important, especially when you're a young agent and don't know anything about the industry or anybody. Go to your local MLS board. When you go to your local MLS board, usually they'll have at least one meeting once a week where you can meet other professionals like yourself who are in the business that will introduce you to other people, number one. At these meetings, they normally will have usually a speaker, whether it's a title company, an inspector, a mortgage professional. This allows you to learn more about the industry, and not just learn more about the industry, but begin to put people on your team. You're going to need a great title agent, a lender. It's a good place to go to meet people, and not only just meet people, but it'll help you get on different organizations, different groups like the Women's Association of your town. And you'll be able to do different things like fundraisers for the community. These things really stick out. Well, when you're part of a group and you do a fundraiser, what can you then do? You can put it on your social media. You can make a YouTube video about it. You broaden your horizons with all that you do. So you're learning more professionals like yourself, you're getting more customers, and you're growing your knowledge. This is a big deal, guys, and it's a very quick way to expand your database that we talked about. Attend events and activities that you're passionate about. So when you first get into this business, one of your biggest struggles is going to be, hey, where do I fit in? Am I going to deal with first-time home buyers? Am I going to deal with luxury properties? Am I going to be just a listing agent? You're going to have a lot of questions. I would tell you to really lean into the activities that you actually love. So me, for an example, I'm a huge sports guy. I spend a lot of time playing golf. So I lean into that community. With the association, the board, I will usually look for organizations. I will usually look for events that the realtor boards put on that center around sports, because I know I love sports. So when I go, I have no problem intermingling with the people there because they're interested in the same things that I am in. Do that. It makes it much easier for you to grow and learn the business. Also, have fun. The more fun you have, the more you're going to want to immerse yourself into real estate. The next thing we're going to touch on is huge. And if you can't do this one thing, you may be in the wrong business, okay? You have to learn to be a great communicator. So usually the first thing I'll hear when I go into a listing presentation, and I'll ask them, what are you looking for in a listing agent? First thing that comes out of their mouth is somebody who can communicate. Because normally, for whatever reason, the average agent does not like to communicate with a buyer and seller. And Lord forbid, if they have to deliver bad news, they definitely don't want to tell the people. Don't do that, guys. The more you can communicate with people, good or bad, the more they will respect that and want to work with you. And when I say communicate, it's all forms of communication. talking on the phone, text messaging, emailing, social media DMs. You have to use all perspective of that communication. Be a great communicator and get used to it. The better you can communicate, the more money you will put in your bank account. That I will guarantee you. I can't tell you how many deals I picked up from other agents who just refused to communicate. Jonathan, we had a listing with somebody for 6 months. We only talked to them once every month. They never called us. I understand that nobody was buying the house because it was overpriced and we didn't want to move it. But you know what? If they would have called us and said, hey, this is what's going on in the market. Let me show you a couple things. Nobody's calling, nobody's doing this, or nobody's doing that. They most likely would agree to have lowered the price, but people don't communicate. Then I'm able to swoop in, and I'm a huge communicator. Communicate with people, guys. It'll make you a lot of cash in this business. Learn to understand personalities. So everybody is different. You're going to have to communicate differently with somebody that's 30 years old and hyper and energetic and goes to the gym every day, different than the couple who may be moving from the Midwest who are 70 years old who want to buy in a 55 plus community. The way you communicate, personalities of people, they do matter. There's no one size fits all for anything. And if you do that, all you'll do is run people away. Learn the different communication skills and learn the different personalities. A great way to do this is, I know we don't like it, everybody's into watching video or what have you, but it's something magical that takes place when you read books. There's a lot of great books out there that talk about different personality traits. You should read some of them so you can learn to intermingle and communicate with different types of people. You're going to have to learn to work with all people, guys. So all different genders, races, nationalities. The more you can intermingle with people and make people feel comfortable, again, the more money you're going to make. And that's why you became a realtor. And at any time, if you're struggling with any of this, feel free to partner with me in my group at The Real Broker. I'm partnering with people. I help people in my organization every day to grow their business to go from nothing to 6 figures in this industry. The next thing may be the biggest out of all of these. It's straight up prospecting and lead generation. If you don't have a prospect, you have no business. If you have no business, you'll be back to a day job. So we have to get you doing lead generating and prospecting. So here's a couple great ideas for you. After you identify your target audience, who you want to work with, you got to have a strong website. Get with a broker. Your broker does matter, guys. You need to be with a brokerage that has somebody who is going to train you and put the time and the work in with you. If they don't provide you a website, you can contact me. I will tell you how to get a great website and find somebody to create you an awesome website. Usually the CRM that you use is connected directly to a website. With that website, you need to have an active presence on social media. Yes, you can still do things old school. I have a good friend who is straight up old school and makes a lot of money in this business. Sends out postcards, doesn't do any social media. Does it work? Yes. But if you're looking to skyrocket a business fast, guys, you have to have a social media presence. And I'll go a step farther. in that social media presence, you must have video. Video pierces right into the soul of people. It must have video. And even a step on top of that, get yourself a YouTube channel. All my information is below. I will gladly help you and show you how to make a YouTube channel that will generate you leads. Once we create these leads, leads are awesome, leads are great. But once you capture the leads, even bigger than getting them, you have to nurture them, guys. Whether it's a CRM with drip campaigns, whether it's you sending text message, auto text, AI doing it, you picking up the phone, you have to follow up with people and nurture them. And let me tell you the thing that changed my business completely. There's going to be many times where you give and don't receive. In this business, the more you can genuinely help a buyer, help a seller. I know we need a paycheck. There's sometimes we haven't sold a house in a while and we got bills to pay and we get crazy like a deer in headlights, like buck fever, and we'll do anything for a paycheck. But once you get to the point where you treat your buyer and seller just like it's you buying and selling a house, that's when your business will change. That's when people will see you have a genuine interest in you. That's when people will start sending you referrals and giving you more business. You must nurture these leads that you are capturing. Do it. The more you work with people genuinely, the more your business will grow. Is build long-term relationships. So many times I see people run and I need more leads and I need more this and I need more that. Run, 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 run. What about the person you sold a house 4 years ago? There's a good chance they're probably getting ready to sell. Have you followed up with them? Do they even remember your name? The best business is repeat business. Once you have a customer, that person needs to be a customer for life or until they leave your market, period. There's a lot of money that can be saved by just nurturing your old business. I'm going to tell you, do it. Don't be scared to go to a graduation party for somebody you sold a house for. Don't be scared to go to George, who you bought him his first home, and now his kid has his Little League Championship baseball game. Go to that game. I'm going to tell you, hey, don't be scared to pick up the phone and call the person you sold a house 4 months ago and just say, how's life going? Is there anything I can help you with? They're going to ask you some things sometime that you may not want to do. Like, Jonathan, my car broke down. Do you know a good mechanic? Yeah, I do. Let me call my guy and see if he can help you out. The more you can build relationships on houses you sold or bought, it will speed up your pipeline. And when I say speed up your pipeline, it'll pack more deals into your funnel to eventually drip out. In the beginning, it may take you, some people it takes them 6 months to do their first year deal. Some people it takes them 3 weeks. I know one guy, he did 2 deals in 2 weeks as soon as he hit the industry. It all depends. But I will tell you this, the longer you stay in this business, These relationships that you nurture, they go in what's called a funnel. And when you communicate with people, they drip out. That's how some months you have 4 closings. Some months you have 3 closings. I know some people, 8 closings in a month. It comes from building relationships, nurturing what you have. Don't always be so consumed with looking for the next, when you've got all this right in your hand. One of the last things I'm going to leave you with is more on the difficult side. So the easiest thing in real estate is to get a buyer. You can go anywhere and find somebody that wants to buy a house. It's hard even to buy a lead of a listing, somebody who wants to sell their house. So many times you'll have a lot of young realtors shy away from learning a listing presentation and becoming a great list agent. Don't do that. Yes, it's difficult, but learn how to become a great listing agent. I had somebody tell me when I first came into this business, never forget this, you list to live. The person that holds the listing owns the store. He owns the inventory. He's guaranteed to get paid. You want to learn to be a great list agent. It takes work. You have to learn a script is the easiest way. I'm not going to tell you what one to learn. There's many great ones out there. There's many gurus that claim they have the best. I will tell you this, learn one and do not shy away from listings. You have to learn the list. When you list, you stay in this business. It's no longer just a flash in the pan. It becomes a career of a lifetime when you learn to become a listing agent. When you become a listing agent, you have to do a couple of things here, and I'm going to read them off to you. So one, you have to have a great effective marketing plan to share with the person that will be selling the home. What makes you different and sticks out? And I know many of you are going to say, well, why are they going to list with me instead of Nancy Susie Q, top agent in my area? She's been in the business 10 years. I just got here. Yes, but you have something that Nancy Susie Q does not have. Enthusiasm and vigor. You can give them more time because you have less deals. The other thing that you can do is market one-on-one for them. This is why I tell you, you must learn to be a social media butterfly and learn video content, because you, even though you're new to this business, overnight, you can market something and thousands of eyes are upon them. Yeah, that's right. You may be new to the business, but you could look at them and say, hey, I've got a Instagram following with 1,000 followers here in my city. When I list your house, I'm going to make a video and it's going to be all over YouTube to my channel and on my Instagram posts. Look, and you can show them in the presentation, your phone. This is my page. This is my followers. Look what I did for the last person. Yeah, it works, guys. You have to do it. Leverage your brokerage stats also. If you do not know how to, or don't have the means of showing, hey, I've sold all these houses, remember, your brokerage matters. If you're in my brokerage, you can use my stats. They're brokerage stats. There's other people that are in your group that can help you along this journey. Leverage them. Use their experience also. Use their wins. Use their testimonials. And the last thing you need to do, practice objectives. Everybody's going to say no, 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 no. You're going to hear no a lot in this business. You're going to have to get used to it, and you're going to have to learn to overcome those objectives. It takes practice, it takes repetition, and it takes work. But guess what? Anything worth having, anything worth making a lot of money, it's going to take that practice and repetition. The final thing I'm going to leave you with, this business is all about continued growth. You cannot stop learning. And even bigger than stop learning, you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. You're going to have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. In the first place, I need you to start that is on video camera. I need you to have a social media presence and a strong video presence on YouTube. And when you do, what took people a lot of time to grow, what took somebody 6 or 7 years, you could do in 1. So guys, I am going to leave you with this. All my information is below. If you're looking to partner with me, all my information is in the description below. You can get on my Calendly. I will gladly help you become the best realtor you possibly can. I hope all this information has helped. My name is Jonathan B.J. Hayes with The Real Broker. Until the next time we speak, everybody stay safe, be blessed.